That's our new name and our new logo, DoubleDigit Sales. We've been fusion learning for 17 years in Canada, Gerhard, and it's been a wild ride of growth and building a brand across the country in Canada and now into the United States as we've expanded in the last couple of years. But fusion is a popular name. There's a lot of fusions in a wide variety of industries, and as we grew, we also started to realize that it wasn't a particularly customer-centric name. And we really wanted a name that defined what it is we do for our customers. And we decided we needed external help. And so we went to a naming agency. And they joked with us, if we paid them by the name, we'd never been able to afford them. They brought forward a number of different names. And when DoubleDigit landed, it was just universally agreed upon. This is a name that speaks to the kind of work that we do. We help our customers grow double-digit. We help them grow their profit double-digit. We help them improve their customer service and their client engagement double-digit. It's language that our customers use, and so we felt really comfortable saying yes to it. Most of the people that we train and we put programs in place for and we build curriculums for, they're usually pretty expert. And they may be going through unique challenges. They may be going through integrations, or they may be going through soft spots in their marketplace. Their products and services aren't catching up to the changes in the marketplace. But we focus on what they can control, the skills that they can get better at. And so our programs focus on being great consultants, asking great questions, understanding needs, having a repeatable, reliable sales process, and then really making sure that the managers are as invested in those programs for their salespeople as they are in coaching and leading and directing and supporting and giving feedback. So we often coach our customers, invest in your managers. That's where you're going to get the greatest leverage and the greatest point of return. What used to be in classroom training has evolved to virtual classroom training. We're working with a large telco where we've put our story selling practices in place to help them convert a very difficult marketing challenge of a new story of where they play in the marketplace into tactical elements of communicating that story at a field level. But they have hundreds of salespeople to reach, and so they need virtual and webinar training to be able to get that access to that content that everyone else has had in classroom. But as the technology evolves, what we also see a fallback to is rigorous one-on-one coaching. And so again, one of the big deliverables for us is doing one-on-one coaching after our classroom training or after virtual instructor-led training. Being able to support that with one-on-one skill building. There's just simply no replacement for the kind of feedback that a professional coach can offer someone with a very specific view of what the accomplishment needs to be. Probably the number one question we get from our customers is, you've got great training, you've got great support, you've got great programs, you've got great curriculum. How do we embed that knowledge? How do we make sure that salespeople and sales manager keep that knowledge and maintain it over months, over years? The first thing we always say is it's always up to the individual. You've got to have a committed person on the other end of receiving this and committed to using it. But we've also thought there's more work that we can do in offering services and support in that area. So we built something called Connected Learning. And what Connected Learning is all about is after a session, we will deliver content directly to the email mailbox of the participants on a 6-month or on a 12-month cycle. So that every week there's a new lesson, there's a new point of thinking, to a new piece of content, and a new exercise, a new protocol to reinforce, something that they can try while they're in front of the customer, something they can speak to about with their manager. And what we're finding is people are reading the emails, people are watching the videos, and it's giving that lesson an awful lot of legs. So a month, 2 months, 3 months later, that training still is active in the minds of the participants. And then the managers have tools to be able to make sure that it surfaces at the sales meetings so that they can be as effective with their sales teams 3 months or 6 months later as they were right after the training. Visit our new website, doubledigitsales.com. It's a great resource for all kinds of sales forces. We help sales forces become more effective, and we've got a ton of resources, and we'd love to speak to anybody who's interested in it. We can talk about sales all day long, Gerhard.